Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this has been a Truder. Welcome back to Crusader Kings 3, where last time... Okay, it's time. It is time for the first full episode of Let's Talk all about the things that John got wrong, because, okay, we've got one hell of a doozy to kick off with. So, I have spent a significant amount of time and money trying to gather land in order to form the Duchy of Upland. And the way I'm going to do that is by getting 3 out of the 4 territories and then usurping it from its current holder, aside from one very small, insignificant problem, which is you're not allowed to usurp from your liege. So this entire plan doesn't work. Meaning, I don't have any easy way to get hold of the duchy that controls, like, all of the land that I've taken, and I've got a giant pile of sons, and everything's going to go wrong, because I'm 54. And you know what? That means I could just drop dead tomorrow, and then we'll be pretty much back to where we started. So... It's okay. I've got a plan. It's a bad plan, but it's a plan. But wait, we're not done with the things that John got wrong just yet, because, oh, bloody hell, the Scandinavians are annoyed at me. So, okay, I thought this was pronounced Owland, but it's not. This is not, in fact, the land of owls. Instead, it is like the county of Oland. I'm told it's like, O, like the French EAU. That would be the closest I can probably come up with. So, this ought to be the county of Oland. Now, this creates problems for me, because if that up there is the county of Oland, then what the hell is the county of O but with a couple of dotsland? Like, that's just confusing. And does this actually apply to, like, you know, everything? Like, is this the county of Vorend, not Varend? Because, okay, basically, I've been mispronouncing everything, and I'm going to keep doing so for the rest of the series, so I just apologise if you're Scandinavian. So yes, as I say, plenty of counties, no way to unite them, and too many sons. So, okay, let's start off by looking at the dynasty tree, because we haven't looked at that yet. Also, yes, apparently the motto of my house, my dynasty, is never greedy, always noble. Which is possibly the least Viking thing I've ever heard, but whatever. So yes, the dynasty starts with me. Before me, there was no dynasty, and I'm pretty sure officially I have no parents, so I was just a child found on the beach, I suppose. So yes, indeed. Okay, let's make sure we understand who's where and who's actually produced who. So we've got Adelvard right here, absolutely spectacular, and he's had himself, yes, 2 children. He has had Olaf down over here, who's turned out to have a pretty good diplomacy education. Not spectacular, but he's okay. And his arguably much more impressive younger sister, Ilvar, who has picked up only a level 2 martial education, but regardless has 15 martial, and is also a giant siege expert. I assume because she is tall enough to simply climb up onto the walls. That's my view anyway. She is brave, she is ambitious, she is honest, she's spectacular. So I kinda hope we get something good out of her. I've got a good feeling about her going forward. And speaking of people who I've got a good feeling about going forward, yes, Stenar, who is a genius administrator, who is also brave, vengeful, ambitious, and a flipping berserker. So this guy's an absolute flipping star. He's also produced 1 child, so, okay, Elizabeth. That's a lovely name. And yes, she is Stenar's daughter, like daughter of Stenar. So, okay. Apparently we haven't bothered looking at her education just yet, so what are you good at, Elizabeth? This is why it's good to look at the dynasty tree. It just reminds you there might be a handful of children out there you've forgotten about. So, skewing towards diplomacy or learning. So yeah, learning definitely looks like it's the way to go. Let's get you a tutor. There is literally no one in my entire court who has a learning education, so that's mildly concerning when you think about it. Right, diplomacy it is, because at least then you'll have a competent teacher. Meanwhile, my daughter Bjorg, of course, has done very well for herself. She is the High Chiefess of Lapland, so she's going to be securing that alliance for many, many years to come. And on top of that, yeah, she's got some good stats going on, so good for her. Produced a couple of children too, but obviously these are not in my court. They're going to be in the court of Lapland, so not really of relevance to me. John, meanwhile, picked up a slightly underwhelming education, but has started producing a handful of children at least. the elder Freya, who is currently, rowdy, lardy flippin' da. So, yes, currently too young for an education, but keep an eye on John's kids, because who knows, maybe they'll do something useful. This, by the way, is why I've allowed myself to have quite a few children, because I know technically it's going to mean Gavelkind quite possibly will destroy me, but equally, when literally at the start of the game, I was the only Dynasty member with a couple of children, it struck me as important to have quite a few children, just have, you know, an insurance policy, in case there's like, you know, a plague, or a couple of murders from the outside, because if we were trimming our children down too much, then there's a real risk that just, you know, a couple of bad years could just be straight up game over. So, what are we going to do about, you know, the Duchy of Upland? Well, we're having it. Okay, we're having it one flipping way or another. And if that means we need to go to war for it, that means we need to go to war for it. Now, if the king were to drop dead tomorrow, we know for a fact that this is going to go to his baby brother. And it will be completely isolated, 100% easy for me to grab. Now, that would be good, because this place is set up to make money, with guild halls and a small harbour over in the city, and a surprisingly well-developed church here as well. So yeah, there's some good stuff going on. And as for Upland itself, yeah, the capital has also got crop fields and harbours. So we get troops, we get money, we get some really useful vassals. In short, this is good land we need, but it wouldn't be enough. We need Upland, but we're never going to get it, because even if we control 3 out of the 4 territories, I doubt the king would ever just grant us the duchy, even though we control the majority of it, just because, well, it's not really his primary title. His primary title is obviously the kingdom, so, I mean, I don't know whether he would ever give us that duchy, because he does have 2 duchies, and if we were to actually... Oh, that's one hell of a gamble. Okay. There's a couple of different ways we could do this. We could bank on the king deciding that he likes us. Alright, because this is not the primary title, but it is, well, the game kind of considers it like, you know, the primary duchy title in the way it's arranged them. And the county of Upland is currently being treated as the de facto capital. Oh, not even de facto, it's the de jure capital. So, okay, as a result of that, I don't know whether the king would ever grant me a duchy title where I have 3 of the 4 counties, so I am the rightful liege, but in doing so, he would be granting me a duchy title that would give me the right to revoke his own capital. But I probably can't revoke my own king's titles, so I don't know whether he would ever do that. That's the problem right there. I don't know whether he would actually ever, you know, grant me it. If I kill him, take this. I've got 3 out of the 4. So, 100%, normally, I have the right to be granted the duchy by the king. But, like, does the fact that would give me rights over his capital supersede that? And I don't know. I genuinely have no clue. One thing I will say, though, is yes, the King of Sweden is looking weak. He's looking very, very weak indeed. He's lost his French allies. He's stuck in 3 wars right now. Lapland's flipping coming in, and they have got, like, maybe not quite as many troops, but, like, nearly as many troops. There's a populist uprising that you've almost put that down, but more importantly, yeah, one of the dukes who's actually allied with the king himself has attacked Munster, and as a result of that, that's pulled England in. So, England versus Sweden has indeed kicked off right now, which is... I don't know whether England are going to plan to, like, you know, show up and attack Sweden. I don't know whether they're going to go and attack... Yes, there's a tiny bit of Sweden on the edge of Scotland. There's another flipping bit right here. That is... Who owns that right now? Who the flip owns that? Right, that's also Sweden. So, there's 2 bits of Sweden in Scotland. So, England might just go and take care of that at some point, but they also might sail over here and flipping mess up the Swedish army, because the Swedish army is looking flimsy and overstretched. Meanwhile, William the Conqueror of England is, you know, very good at conquering stuff. My point is, Sweden is looking vulnerable to being destabilised, but if I destabilise it too much, then, you know what, never forget, we're sort of surrounded by Catholic powers on one side and tribal factions on the other who will just pile in and murder us should the opportunity present itself. So, dangerous. Dangerous to destabilise my own kingdom too much. Okay, I think we've got to give it a go. It is time for the old king to go down. He has served his purpose very, very nicely indeed, but now, yeah, if he doesn't go down, there is a very real risk I'm going to lose pretty much everything and be back to square one. So, unacceptable. I'm sorry, my friend, you need to go. Now, the problem is, yes, he's a king. He's well defended. Also, he's very, very smart indeed. So, he's good at discovering schemes. He's good at defending himself against schemes. So, it's fine. Everything's under control because I've been doing my homework, damn it. Spymaster, please move over to support schemes mode. Lovely. And my wife, who up to this point has been helping with court politics, she could get me +3 to court intrigue. Then again, if I put her on general assist, yeah, that seems to like round up. So you'll often find yourself getting more points out of general assistance. So you know what? Sure, we'll go for general assistance just for a tiny bit more intrigue. I've also set, yes, my grandson as the brand new Goldie, so that's all absolutely spectacular, because he's a tiny bit better than the last guy. So, how about you just get on with 19 months? Beautiful. 19 months to get a claim on the capital. 100% will be wanting that, because bear in mind, one other option is claimant factions. We could set up a claimant faction to demand we be given land without a war, which, if we were to pick the right moment when Sweden was suitably weak, could be a good idea. Right, put all that together, begin the murder scheme. So, 63%, 78% of exposure, and it's going to take 3 years. No, I don't think it will, because, as I say, I've been doing some prep. One, we've immediately got some agents, so, aha. The Catholics are on board straight away. So immediately, we have got some good friends on board ready to help out. But, remember how we discovered that, you know, the wife of the king was a deviant? Like, we know she's into some weird stuff, okay? So, my dear, if you would like the weird stuff in your internet history to remain a secret, yes, you'll be accepting this lovely blackmail threat from me. Okay, I'm not sure if I've just discovered a bug, by the way, which is, yes, I just blackmailed her, and despite the fact the game is not saying anything about me gaining stress, it then immediately gives me a pile of stress. But, like, the game didn't say there was going to be... Okay, never mind. Let's do that again, because the game didn't tell me there was about to be stress, when, like, normally it does. And 100% I can't be dealing with more stress at the moment, because... I'm getting on a bit. If I start going up in stress, that's going to start affecting my health. And I'm going to pick up bad perks and whatever. So, okay, time to actually get the stress down a bit, which is fairly easy to do, all things considered. All we need to do is drop a bit of money on a lovely feast. Spectacular. And there we go. Straight away, stress goes down, and there will be a feast occurring over the coming days. And I'm pretty sure at some point in the past, I may have promised, like, the mayor that I was going to have a feast, so he's going to be thrilled. Right, Emma, as we were just saying, we're doing some flipping blackmail. And here we go, as the feast begins. I'm so sorry, Emma, but you're going to be helping me out with that, and as it turns out, you're very good at helping speed this up because you've got a lot of privileged access to the king. Now, I strongly expect there must be, yeah, there's other people. Is it just all the Catholics? No, it's also people who are possessed by Satan, or like Loki, or whatever. So, okay, there's a bunch of people we can use to help speed this up a little bit. So yeah, success chance is absolutely fine. That's pretty much maxed out, but I would like to speed this up. So that means I want scheme power. And a whole bunch of people refuse. But you, sir, are my best bet. Good. Good. So we're going to be bringing you along with a little handful of money. 75 gold, which is a bit expensive, but bring him along. That should speed things up very nicely. Oh, there we go. Now it's down to 16 months. So, okay. In about a year and a half's time, we've got ourselves, 95% chance of murdering him and 95% chance of it just being deemed a terrible accident. So, yep, there we go. That is a combination of a few things. One, he had Catholics in his court who he really shouldn't have trusted. Two, I got some good blackmail material, and seriously, the Queen is a huge, huge part of the conspiracy. And three, one guy just liked money. He also just sort of hated his own king. Yeah, there's a personality clash there. So, he's impatient, the king is patient. So, yeah, I see the issue. I mean, honestly, that seems a bit petty to murder him, but apparently he was really, really annoyingly patient. Right, while the wheel starts spinning, yeah, we've just spent a fair bit of money, we're going to be needing some more. So, back to the piggy bank, we'll just pick up a bit out of Munster. Oh, hang on, sorry, I forgot the third part of Let's Talk all about the things that John got wrong. So, you may notice I've built 3 separate archer units. Well, that's really dumb, because you can just increase their size up to 2, and you can do that 8 times. So, I didn't need to have 3 units of archers. I could have just had 1, and then, grown it twice. It would have made no difference whatsoever. So all that means is at some point I'm going to need to break these guys down, assuming... can I merge them in any way? Is there any way I could merge these together? I don't see one, so as a result of that, yeah, I'm just going to need to literally break down archers for no reason. Well done, me. Right, Valdemar and... oh, hang on. No, sorry, there's a feast going on. I'll stay here and do the feast. You go raid Ireland. So, okay, feasts. Good opportunities to, build up some opinion and whatnot. So, okay, Bjorg is also interested in poison. That's interesting. So, okay, come close to a friendship. Sure, he really likes me. Couldn't care less. Come close to a rivalry. She's my daughter. Why would we do that? And okay, no, don't do that. And also, why would she like that? I mean, this strikes me as... okay, we're just going to discuss poison and not incest. Like, seriously, even putting aside the fact she's my daughter, yeah, we kind of need to stay sweet with the leader of Lapland. We really need his troops to help protect us against Norway. Oh, speak of the flipping devil, hang on, Sweden just got attacked by Norway. Why are you attacking us? Oh, here it comes. Yeah, Holy War. They're an organised religion, so they get holy wars, which can attack at the duchy level. Meanwhile, we're sort of, not, so we can't. Well, I kind of can. My religion being a warmonger, I can attack at the duchy level, but it costs 10 million prestige, and you need to be, I think it's, you need to be illustrious before you can do it. So, that's not an option for me just yet. Also, apparently I'm looking really mopey at the feast. Okay, ignore the Norway thing. Why am I a mopey bastard? Ooh, I just gained an archer insight for 5 years, so... okay, I've just figured out how to be really good with archers, because I'm bored at the feast. Marvellous. Okay, everybody is sure we're just doing the rounds. And we can carry 121 home with us too. Spectacular. Yeah, I'd like to think this is probably slightly sad from the Irish point of view, which is every time we come back, we've got more people and thus carry off more gold. So I'm really sorry about this. Like, not that sorry, but a bit sorry. And, okay, now this is crucial. Right here, strategist. Good flipping perk. So we're going to be having that, because that gets me, oh, flipping marvellous. That gets me fatal casualties, or he could fort, but whatever. But martial +3, diplomacy +1, +4 is fine. Fatal casualties, really nice. So as a commander, that's going to be beautiful for me. And that means that we can finally move out of this tree. And though I wouldn't normally do it, yes, we're in a difficult situation right now. We're in a very difficult situation. So, I'm going to move myself over to medicine focus, because that gets me an immediate small health boost, and I need to not die. It's really important I don't die, because I've got to live, damn it, and disease is what often kills you. So, we'll see whether I want to go into scholar or whole of body, but for the time being, a small boost going forward, very useful indeed. Oh, hang on. Sweden won. How on earth did you win? Did he die or did he get captured? I don't know how you just won that war with... Oh, that's not Magnus. He's Olaf. Magnus was the peasant leader, wasn't he? Yeah, that'll be Norway and their allies right there. Okay, so actually, no, you're losing very badly. Carry on, never mind. Ooh, and I've gone up to the next level of, yes, my, holiness. So I'm now faithful, which is still really basic, but at least it means, yes, the priests like me a tiny bit more. Oh, and even better, we have captured a daughter. So, okay, good. Good. That's nice, easy money. And sorry, I wasn't even meaning to attack you. I just accidentally went over the border. My mistake. Oh, 50 gold. Yep, I'll be taking that, thank you. And another half-brother has been captured too. This is going to be... Can you even afford this, by the way? Oh, you can only afford 6. You know what? I'm feeling generous. Because, for some reason, I'm very flush at the moment. So you can have him back for that. Slight problem, though. Yeah, there's issues with the Norwegian invasion. Upland is currently held by Lapland, who are actually just invading to take this bit of territory. Norway, meanwhile, are attacking... Yeah, they're attacking my territory, which is going to lower control, unfortunately. I'm not going to lose it, because it's not the point of the war. They're going for Norland. They want the... Oh, actually... You guys are racing for Norland, aren't you? Because you want to take this, but you want to take all of Norland. But if you take that first, that means you get it presumably in Norway doesn't? Okay, so what we really want is... Okay, who's actually... Yes, we want you to win first. Because then you take that and it doesn't get lost to Catholicism. It means Norway gets less out of their holy war. Oh, speak of the devil, we've got a major confrontation here between the forces of Norway and Sweden. Okay, so... Oh, Norway has got itself more troops, but... Sweden could well carry this. They've got the superior composition, they've got more men-at-arms present, they've got the better commander. I suspect this will actually go not badly for them. This could well turn around. Yeah, look at it. Look at it. Oh, it's right in the middle. A champion's been maimed, though. And... Alright, another one goes down a little bit. It's... Wow, this is right in the centre. Right in the centre. But it's starting to turn in favour of... Oh, it's going to be brutal. Absolutely brutal. But the pursuit phase means... There we go. My troops make it home with the loot. Oh, yeah. There we flipping go. I suspect... Yeah, I suspect your flipping commander was wounded. And unfortunately... Yeah, they've occupied... this territory, which is going to really slow down the control, and that's going to knacker my taxes and all sorts, which is a real bloody shame. There's a whole bunch of murder. This is a bloody battle, but Sweden's going to have it, and then there's going to be a bit of a pursuit phase, but not too much. Honestly, I feel like nobody won that one. Still, honestly, this kind of works for me. If what happens in the end is Lapland wins their war, but Norway loses theirs, that could be good. And presumably, Norway and Lapland are currently hostile to each other because they both want to do the same thing. And also, that's Denmark, isn't it? Right, yes, Denmark's getting involved. Good. Okay, so Lapland's made friends with Prussia. They've brought Prussia along to deal with this. And no, it's not Denmark. It is 2 duchies within Denmark, but actually it's kind of... That's pretty much all of Denmark, yes. So, okay, Norway brought friends. Sweden is sort of out of friends, actually. And give it... how long have we actually got left on the clock, by the way? Give it 3 months, they might be out of everything. Okay, break down the troops. Get everybody back together as fast as you can. Spectacular. And yeah, my levies have gone right down. Because you can't raise levies... from, territory that's occupied. So I don't have access to much until this war is over at this point. Now, are you two going to fight each other, or who the bloody hell's fighting who? Norway's retreating, Sweden's going north, and... We've lost an agent. Ah, because he died. Okay, it's still 95-95. We've still got 2 months to go. It's fine. Kind of unfortunate one the Catholics died, but what can you do, eh? Okay, so Lapland and Prussia are now trying to take down more territory, but it's not mine, so I don't care, which is very, very bloody convenient indeed. Yeah, one of the Danish forces is trying to undo this, but they don't have that much in the way of men, so it's going to take them 10 million years, and they're moving away. Ah, they're running from Sweden. Sweden's going to come kick that Danish force out because it's isolated. Got it. So, yeah, the Norwegian and Danish war is going badly, actually. Meanwhile, yeah, the Lapland war relatively well. And honestly, that's pretty much as good as I could have hoped for. And crucially, we are almost there with the Fabricate claim. So that's going to be in place. And I am well aware, a couple of parts ago, we had the chance to just actually get the Duchy claim and I turned it down. I could have taken that and I didn't realise I needed it. So spectacular. Right, for 90 gold, I'll be taking the claim on Upland. And oh no, the king doesn't like me. He will hold on to this insult for as long as he's alive, which fortunately won't actually be that long. Right, Norway's going north to try and intercept, but at this point, yes, they're getting dangerously close to the territory. The Prussians are already... Oh, bloody hell, who's about to fight who? Because presumably hostile to mutual enemies is still a thing, right? So, oh, bloody hell, this is... What? Where? Who's going? Sweden's fleeing. The Norwegian forces are going out onto the sea. Prussia's coming to retake anything they've lost, and you're just trying to... Oh, the Prussians and the Laplandians, they've caught Sweden, and they are about to destroy them. Yeah, on this occasion, superior quality. 14 champions! How the hell do you have 14 champions? You must be prestigious and have taken Knight's Guard. That's a dumb number of champions. So, you're gonna be in a bit of trouble. Got it. Also... How are you the attacker? Possibly you outmaneuvered them. Yeah, now you've actually got the ability to take perks so that you move faster. It's easier to trick and outmaneuver people. So there's less, you know, endless ring around the rosy. It's much improved in that regard next to Crusader Kings 2. I will say, Sweden does have by far the better commander, but yeah, nowhere near good enough troops. Aha! We've got the old classic here. I've seen this one before. So... He's going to be, you know, just having a stroll through town, and we can engineer a bunch of peasants just saying, hey, let's kill that guy over there, who we don't know who he is, and this definitely isn't a political assassination. Oh no, it was accidentally the king. And then just put them to death so it doesn't get discovered. So, come on, 95-95. Good old-fashioned mob rule. There we go. The king goes down. On top of that, yes, we were able to hang the people who were responsible, so therefore, no problem at all. So he's dead, nobody knows I did it, but I do have a secret against my name. Alright, here we go. Stop. I need that secret to, you know, not be discovered. So, yeah, let's go for disrupt schemes, like, say, people trying to find out secrets about me. Also, can't help but notice my spy master kind of doesn't like the whole, religion thing. Would you mind, like, converting to my religion? Would really appreciate that, thank you. Okay, let's make sure we understand what's going on here precisely. Because, yes, we just kind of broke Sweden, and right in the middle of a war versus Norway, so that's kind of unfortunate. Right, let's make sure we understand. We have got ourselves a brand new king who loves me, because, you know, he doesn't know what happened to his dad, so that's spectacular. Right flipping there. So, all you have got, my friend, is Kingdom of Sweden, then Petty Kingdom of Upland, and County of Upland. Now, I am going to give you the opportunity for, like, you know, a handful of months to give me that duchy. Alright? You know it's the right thing to do. And when I say you know it's the right thing to do, it's because I'm about to go and attack these guys right here. Because they've got 127 troops. So, yeah, that's gonna be a nice, easy one right there. I'm sorry, but I'm having this land. It's a really good land. You have lovely hair, by the way, but that's not going to stop me. That's what I wasn't expecting about this run, by the way. I love how much lovely hair is floating around. In fact, you know, I would really rather this guy didn't have to die, for the simple reason, me and him can get on just fine, alright? He is nice and lazy, he is trusting, so that's absolutely lovely. He likes all his vassals, I think I'm trusting too. Right, I'm pretty sure I'm trusting too. Yes, I am also trusting, so me and him, we can get on just fine. Though, yeah, looks to me like Sweden has been kept far too busy by all their wars to actually go to Ireland and take care of this business. So, that's just going to be a loss, but we won't lose anything. Meanwhile, yeah, catastrophically losing against Lapland. I'd like them to just surrender that one, to be honest, and then doing okay against Norway, but I don't know whether that's really going to last. Also, I really hope the king doesn't object too much to me waging war on his baby brother. But, like, you know what? Screw it, I kind of don't care. That is literally going to cost me only 23 prestige to do. Spectacular. Also, Emma doesn't like it because, yes, that's Emma's child. But if Emma wants to make a big deal of this, I am happy to talk about her internet browsing history. So she better just stay the flip quiet. Right, raise up the troops we've got access to, which is honestly not that many of them, but what can you do, eh? And apparently we are going by land. That will be slightly faster than embarking, then disembarking. And this guy decided to... Okay, that's not many troops right there. Oh, hang on, no. Those aren't my troops. Those are the Kingdom of Sweden troops. He's getting some new troops in because I assume when the Empire broke apart, like, some new levies were created or something. I don't know. And there we go. My liege has lost part of their war against Lapland. So the Lapland war is over. Meaning if Norway wins, they're not getting as much as they were doing before. Actually, that's another thing I need to check, by the way. So, okay, how many friends do you have? Literally none. And, oh, this is some good stuff. This is some good fun stuff right here. I would like you to lose all of your troops, please. I would like all of them to go down. And even better, with that war over, yeah, I've got my counties back. So as a result of that, yeah, I can actually field my full army. And because we're going to be besieging, I will lead this one myself, lads. Don't worry, leave it to me. And that will take, okay, 3 months, and that will be it. We'll have taken 100% of his land, therefore we win by default. Meanwhile, up north, the Norwegians have regrouped, and on this occasion, I don't know what the Swedish are going to be able to do about it. There's now just too much there. There's also a major Liberty faction kicking off, so, okay, Liberty faction is good. That might mean more people not keen on the king. I tell you what, though, Sweden is actually building up a decent army. They're almost 2,000, and there is... Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, hang on. Someone he just picked up allies from somewhere. Okay, mildly problematic. This guy's just... Oh, I wouldn't raise your troops right now. I'm gonna be honest, my friend. You're in the wrong part of the world. In fact, I don't even know if you've got any troops right now, because your territory is occupied. So, okay, don't need to worry about that. Plus, we are, like, moments away from victory. So I'm not too worried. Like, 18 odd days away, and that's gonna be your lot. So, yeah, that's not gonna be a problem. And there we go, wow, we took the prince hostage. Well, we may as well sell him, to be honest. I'm not going to kill him. Absolutely not. Alright, no reason for me to do that. But we just want to, you know, make sure we're getting a good deal here. He's got 0 money. Okay, well, that's irritating. Okay, you know what, kid? You can go, but I'm having a hook on you because screw you. Though, by the way, I will also be having literally all of your possessions that you inherited from your recently dead father. So, I appreciate this is probably a difficult time for you right now. So, screw you, goodbye. Right, where are you going to go, by the way? He's wandering! I kind of assumed he'd just, like, you know, go to his big brother's court by default. But no, he's now just, wandering. He's just gone to the nearest pub for a stiff drink, which is... Wow, that is a heavy metal 6-year-old. Okay, Your Majesty. At this point, I would like to be given the Duchy. You may notice that I control 3 of the 4 counties. Therefore, I have every right to have it. You can keep your capital. I'm not thrilled about it, but you can. Okay? That is fine. But I'm having the flipping Duchy one way or another. Right, troops stand down. Let's make sure we understand what we have got here. So we've inherited... Oh, wow. This is a 5-space territory with 3 to begin with, so that's really good. So straight away, we have got ourselves, yeah, wooden barracks together with high tents. So The capital is troop-producing central. That's really good. The city, meanwhile, naturally, it's mainly about producing money, so that's going to be excellent. And the temple, as we discussed previously, is weirdly well-developed. Love it. Have I picked up any powerful vassals, by the way? Unfortunately, I officially have. So, yeah, the vassal in the temple does not consider herself powerful. This mare does. So, okay, your best skill would be diplomacy. And honestly, you're not terrible at it, so oh. Okay, that's mildly a problem. Okay, so you do a better job than this guy would. This guy, however, would do... He would do okay at stewardship, but you're already doing stewardship. And you would do... You do absolutely nothing in any way well. Okay, so that's all spectacular. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, Mayor Eric, given you are terrible and have basically no troops whatsoever, you're just not being on the council. You're being replaced by Mayor Anna, who is going to be our brand new Chancellor because she's just better at it than you are. So. At any time of my choosing, I can now push my claims and take Upland. And if I do that, I assume he will... Well, I don't know what he does at that point. Like, does the title cease to exist? Does it get destroyed because he doesn't own it? He won't have any counties anymore, so I guess he just, like, gets given one by somebody else or something. I don't actually know what the rules are for that. But what I would like to do before we jump to that is give him the opportunity to just hand me the duchy. If he does, he can keep everything else, but then again, right now, yeah, you know what, that works. That works really nicely, because right now, he's got himself, yeah, 1,400 odd troops. I've got the same, but what I would like is him to actually, you know, lose a bit more versus Denmark. Let's make sure Sweden is bled dry before we do anything, because then again, no. With 2,000 troops, he can't win. There's 700 really good troops right there. These are all kind of trash, but there's so much trash, they'll just bury him in trash, it's fine. So, we'll have to see. I'm going to give him the chance to do the right thing and save his capital. If he doesn't, I'm having it, because this is good, profitable land that we need going forward. In fact, I can even create a claimant faction saying, hey, I flipping want this. So that gives him the opportunity to surrender to me. He'll probably refuse under all circumstances, just because he's got nowhere else to go. And yeah, I'd need strong hooks to force anybody else to join, so... okay. You know what? I wouldn't mind having some strong hooks on other people who might be able to help me out there. Who are the most powerful people who... then again, I don't know who's got secrets versus who doesn't. Now, you, my friend, are very, very strong indeed. You are very strong. Very strong and my best friend. But you're not willing to join this thing against me. I bet you've got a few secrets. Let's get some secrets out of you. So, every 8 months, only 25% chance. Right, I'm guessing he's defending his secrets then. Got it. Oh yeah, for whatever reason, the chance of discovering secrets is very low at the moment. I'm guessing that's due to the fact that, you know, there's just not that many secrets. Possibly. Right, in that case, just, yeah, keep defending my secrets, alright? I do not want any of my secrets coming out, because one of them is now murdered the last king, and, you know, father of the current king, who ideally I'd like to maintain a good relationship with, because me and him have actually been getting on pretty well so far. Admittedly, I'm not convinced by his plan to marry some 31-year-old nobody, who is Finnish and the wrong religion and... gives you no alliance whatsoever, but okay, true love finds a way, I suppose. Ah, yes, and if we're going on to a war footing, potentially, yeah, I'm going to move my wife over to, chivalry. So let's get the war footing out there. Should I, by the way... hang on, what's the control level around here? Control is currently 0. Up here it's been reduced to 62. It's going to recover fairly fast, but... If I take you off doing that, that's a lot of troops we've just lost. Okay, we're moving on to a war footing. I think we're going to get more for leaving you. Then again, I could just put you back onto... No, I'm going to leave him on organised levies. That's the safest option. We're not going to get this place built up, and bloody hell. So that is... Okay, if A is pronounced O, does that mean that O is pronounced A? I don't know. So this might be Sadder Manland. So yes, quite frankly, he would be quite sad. I've just kicked him out of his territory and now he's wandering as a 6-year-old in the pub. So, okay, everything is fine. Let's just keep an eye on Sweden. Alright? They have got the opportunity to do the right thing right up to the point where they lose their army to Norway, which is going to happen, and then we just push our claim. That we want to keep a very close eye on the faction. I don't know whether anyone will be willing to join it, because, you know, no one else gains from it, but possibly my allies are willing to, just because, you know what, we're old friends, and if it comes to it, of course, I can just call in Lapland to assist. Right now, they've got, well, they've got a truce, but it's only for 5 years. Would they break it if I asked them to? I don't know. I mean, let's be clear, I would rather Norway lost this war, just I want it to be an incredibly destructive fight, which is, you know, only just lost. What do you have, my friend? 9 knights. It's a good amount, together with some Huskars, plenty of flipping men-at-arms there. Not much in the way of levies, though. And yeah, I don't know what you end up with if I take the last county, I've no clue. Well, I'll tell you what I do know. If I'm going to be creating a duchy in a minute, I'm going to be needing some money. So, yeah. Can't help but notice. 1, armies of Norway are way up over here out of the way. And 2, this territory over here that's relatively accessible is, yeah, it's grown back. So, okay, everybody back up. Everybody back up as a raider, if you'd be so kind. So we'll just be going over here, helping ourselves to this bit again. Good luck with the war, by the way. I'm sure it's going to go great for you. Back over to my raiding specialist. Alright, Valdemar, do your thing. Oh, and it took flipping 30 years, but we finally got extra taxes out of what's-his-face. My terrible, terrible steward. So well done, George. Ooh, but, speak of the devil, Varend. We've got, oh. Varend just split apart. Okay, so Count Tote died, old age, he was 65, fair enough I suppose. I do have a new alliance of, yes, Christina, who is, yes, you're John's wife. So, oh, she's not got much, to be honest. Yes, this is, oh dear. That's unfortunate, in many ways. So, now we've just got this one county. Right, so... where did the rest of it go? Oh, bloody hell, we married the wrong one. Not only did the eldest daughter get most of the stuff, but she's a flipping giant too. Okay, we ideally need to get married to this woman, the actual Countess of Varend, because she's the one who's sitting on 3,000 troops. Now, technically that's like inferior to us because we've got a bunch of allies, but bloody hell, John, you've married the wrong woman. And there's no way to turn off an alliance. It's literally impossible. I can't just say, no, I don't want to be like, you know, in an alliance with you anymore. As long as the marriage is there, the alliance is there. So now we're just, oh, bloody hell, John, are you sure about this? I mean, we do still have the alliance with Vormaland. Okay, Vormaland has got a good, solid number of troops. They're fine. Like them, thumbs up. But yeah, I think John might now be married to... literally the weakest person. Why didn't I marry him to her elder sister? And unfortunately, the only available man I could marry to her is my grandson, who is actually the eldest son of Adalvar. So, no. The only way I could make that work would be with, say, a bribe and matrilineal. But I'm not having, yes, my flipping grandson, who we might well be playing as at some point, being matrilineally married. Then again, like, hang on, it doesn't matter. She's flipping 48, and also, is giant anything to do with, no, it's nothing to do with fertility, but, health penalty, she's not gonna be around for too much longer, is she? Then again, no, because that would mean after she dies, as a result of that, I think he'd be stuck at her court doing God only knows what. Okay, leave it for now. Leave it for now and keep a very close eye on the Swedish forces, which are getting... they are getting stronger. Maybe Sweden's not done yet. That reminds me, by the way, who's, like, next in line to the throne? Because we might well be able to kill... Uh-oh. Okay. Yes, didn't think that one through, did you, John? So, next king. Okay, so the old king definitely can't be allowed to die. Got it. Because literally everyone's voting for the guy who I invaded and stole all his stuff and then forced a hook on him. So, I mean, I guess on the positive side... Oh, bloody hell, I was about to say it's fine, because the king's about to, you know, have himself a child. But he's not of age yet. When he does, she's going to be 32. That is not too old to have children. And oh, hang on. Where the flip did you come from? Ah, so this woman, her father was head of Salvo. So I'm guessing, yeah, you were looking for an alliance over there, but it kind of didn't work out. Got it. Oh, but... oh, this is more dangerous. Populists. Yeah, populists, when they rise up, they want the king to, like, you know, change culture or change religion. That's how we got our first Norse king. So, who are these populists and where are they? Ah, it's these guys up here, this tiny bit of Sweden that we just sort of, I assume, inherited. Luckily, they're very weak, so they're unlikely to be able to, you know, push him to do anything stupid. Now, where is Sweden going to go? Are they going to attack directly, or are they going to go, oh, it's a ticking clock. The clock is now ticking because, yeah, we've actually got ourselves a situation where they now hold the war target. So, what are they going to do next? Up to 2,500. I mean, superior quality, but it's not enough. Still, I can get on with a bit of looting here. Are they going to come and defend? Or are they just going to stand by and try and deal with... I mean, they've got to want to be trying to deal with this situation. Right? And... I just captured King Olaf's daughter-in-law. Your Majesty, would you like her? Because, like, you know, honestly, that might be pretty useful in the war. Then again, 20 gold is kind of nice. What do we know about her? She is Catholic. I mean, this here... this could be the best, easiest way of starting to, you know, spread some lovely, lovely Thorism into Norway. We just move in, we raid, we capture people, then we just convert them and let them go. I mean, that's of interest. I mean, she is married to one of the sons of the king and his eldest son. This woman's going to be the Queen of Norway one day. Well. We need to have a chat, actually, about how, yes, you're going to have a hook on you and you're going to be converted. But other than that, you can go. I look forward to the day you're queen, by the way. Now that, keep an eye on her. She could be very, very useful in the future. Okay, Norway is retreating north. She goes free. Sweden is just biding its time. Because, okay, they do have the superior army. I'm just getting on with that. They're going onto the sea. Okay, keep a close eye, because they might come to try and stop me. I don't know. Alright, just don't panic. Be calm. It's going to take them a while to get on the sea. And I am flipping raiding so fast, because that's just how things go when you're me. If anything, yeah, we should now move inland, grab these two, then head for home. Oh, no, they're going for Upland. They are going for Upland directly. So, okay, minus 20 and ticking. We've also got ourselves a... okay, my wife decided to do a tournament. Ah, that's because it's her specialization. So, okay, what specialization you give your wife changes what events get generated. That's cool. So, either every champion loves me, or I gain prestige. No, champions love me. That's just a nice safe thing just in case. Right, head deeper inland. If Norway is currently somewhere... No, they're not on the sea. They're in Upland. The problem's going to be, how do I, like, get, you know, back to my territory? Then again, I could just go over to... That's dangerous. That's very dangerous. And, yes, I know, low control, it's fine. We'll deal with that when the time is right. They're taking Upland. But they might do some damage to it that makes it easier for me to take. And, who have we just actually, taken? I feel like you're not as important. Yeah, minor niece of minor countess. Nothing important there. 10 gold, I'll take it. Okay, now what's the situation here? Oh, was there a battle? I missed, because I kind of noticed there's one major Swedish army here. Ah, never mind, the other one's over there. So we're really just waiting for Sweden to, you know, run into a bit of trouble. Then just a bit more over here. We're just flying through this territory. Honestly, that's good enough, and... it'll be safest to actually sail home. It will definitely be safer than trying to go by land. Ah, especially as, of course, I can just start sailing on major rivers, which not everybody can. So, yeah, actually, I might be able to... no, just one bit by land, and I think we're actually straight onto the river. So once we get onto the river, we will just be sailing home, and we will be going at ludicrous speed. And there we go, just flying home with a giant pile of money. Just keep an eye on. Come on, Sweden. You've got to do this. You've got to fight sooner or later. My biggest concern is this war ends before they actually fight, because it just reaches minus 100 because they've occupied the target, but it looks like Sweden is going to try and counter-siege. Hopefully, they will immediately respond by trying to hunt down Sweden and protect what they've gained. Because there we go, they've managed to negotiate a relationship with Courland to the south. Now, Courland don't have much, but they've got something, at least. I mean, there is an alternative here, which is, if I simply declare war on Sweden, and my target is Upland, then... Wait, hang on. Hang the flip on. How have you not... All your territory... Okay, all of Sweden's territory is occupied, but because the war isn't on... But the war is on Sweden. Why isn't the war at minus 100%? Sweden doesn't have any more territory. They've been completely occupied, so shouldn't that be... Okay, don't question it, it works in my favour. But if I do actually declare war on Sweden to try and get that one county, and I just go and occupy it, like... immediately, while their army is elsewhere in Norland, then does that mean I auto-win? I mean, possibly, I don't know. Also, okay, everybody's on side. That's mildly surprising. Okay, so I wasn't expecting this, but the flipping Viking Avengers have just popped out of their portals and they all want me to have... I don't know why. Maybe they like me more. I don't know what defines, like, whether they would or wouldn't, like, join this. But you've got a hell of a lot of troops, my good man. You've got a big old pile of troops down there. That's the giant who I couldn't actually get on board here. That's the Republic. Why don't they want the king to have... I don't know, but I'll flippin' take it. Okay, just wait a moment, because if I have to fight this war against Sweden, like they refuse to surrender, then I'd rather, like, you know, the Norwegians not be right next to the territory that I need to take to win said war. And they're heading out onto, yeah, they're now heading out onto the sea, and I'm hoping what they'll do is they'll just basically try and hunt down Sweden. And the whole thing will just descend into a bit of a chase right at the north. At that point, we raise up the armies, we just put ourselves in, and now, where are you even going? Where are you guys going? I don't know where you're going at this point. You're just... Okay, you're down over here for some reason. That's confusing, but fine. More people are joining this ridiculous faction to impose... That's Norland. Norland just joined, and they're not even going to be in the Empire in 10 minutes. Okay, plus, get myself a learning perk. So, yeah, if I'm worried about my health, anatomical studies into this right-hand branch for wash your hands, so unless I get ill. Though I don't know whether illness includes disease or not. Like, yeah, that's going to be disease. So that's going to be picking up a common cold. That's going to potentially be, like, cancer. And that's going to be what kills you, potentially. I'm not really being a ward, and, I mean, I could, yes, convert faith very cheaply, but I don't want to. I like my faith, that's fine. Scientific is fun, but only really if you're, like, you know, the culture head. So, I don't really need this, and I'm not going to live long enough to get down to learn on the job, which is the ridiculous one. So, yep, we're going into whole of body. So if something does go wrong, doctors can be trusted a bit more. Okay, they're dragging the war back up north because, yes, they are unsieging the territory that needs to be sieged. So this war is going to go on flipping longer yet. Also, please do not be confused between the flag of Courland, which is, yes, a white reindeer with yellow horns, although sometimes also red, versus mine, which is an entirely yellow reindeer. Also, the curious factor is they're actually... Oh, hang on, what's that now? Oh, Gaelic Catholic populists. Yep, they're gonna be upset. Okay, things are not going well for the new king. Is he an adult, by the way? He is, but he's... Oh, he's terrible. He's just awful. Right, so everyone wants to get rid of him. Got it. Oh, yeah, opinion of Liege is not good. So it's probably, in large part, just the fact he is young, short reign, etc. But, I mean, is it time to push the button? I would love for his armies to be knackered, but then again, I also kind of don't, because, like, it's not in my interest in the long term for Norway to get too powerful. Alright, Your Majesty, we're flipping doing this. Hand over the capital. I don't know what that means you're going to have, but, like, just flipping do it, alright? And surely he's going to... Oh! No, he'd rather die, and that means... Okay, that means a very large number of people are now at war with him. Good, 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 good. So this is... Okay, so we're being attacked. That's fine, because I can just get over here and take the capital, like, super fast. So, okay, this is all 100% A-okay, I'm sure, because technically, the allies aren't involved in this war. This is an internal matter, so I'm not sure whether we even can call them in. Though, speaking of which, can I... Okay, well, I can call these guys in, so yes, please come and assist, thanks. Bjorg, you are flipping wonderful and I love you. And screw it, we're leading this one ourselves, alright? Get everybody up right now. So everyone is now just going to come together. Absolutely beautiful. Is that everyone? I think that's everybody. Right, everybody, just get over here. We're going to go take this over fast as you can. If at all possible, stay away from the Norwegians. And Lapland is coming in too. Boom. So Lapland is raising their giant numbers of not particularly good troops. The Republic is just flipping steamrolling in. I don't know what flipping Norway are planning to do next. Who flipping knows? They've just been bumming backwards and forwards for bloody ages. I mean, if they come and actually attack me now, I'm going to be so flipping annoyed. But I don't know. Some of them seem to be going in this direction. Some of them seem to be coming in my direction. No, that's the Republic. That's the Republic coming in my direction. So yeah, the important thing is we are taking out the actual capital. Once that goes down, I mean, I assume he's got to surrender, right? Okay, more troops are just piling in, so we're going to start outnumbering them more and flipping more, which is great. 2 months to go. We could assault the fort if we wanted to. What is Norway doing right now? Because I really want Norway to... Yes, Norway's going to try and take this back, because that's their war target, so that's the priority for them. Meanwhile, in just 40 days, we're going to knock over this. This is fine, and neighbouring ruler lost. Hang on, who lost to what? Ah, yes, of course, the stupid war with... Okay, hang on. Why is a bit of... Right, Munster just owns Cheshire right now. So Ireland has sort of gone and colonised a bit of England, which is... You know what? Historically, fair enough. We deserve that. Oh, but very sad news. My wife has passed on. That's got to be worth... Oh, that's got to be worth a lot of stress. Is that enough stress for a mental break? Or are we okay? Because I feel like I'm very... I'm very, very close to a mental break right now. Okay. Honestly, I'm not even sure I want to actually get married again. I'm sad now. I like my wife. She was really useful. Okay, could get myself a temporary alliance with Vormaland. over here by just getting engaged to this baby. But, like, I feel like the better option might just be going for someone who's, like, you know, super competent. Just, you know, date whoever the most competent person in the world is and just use their powers to boost the empire. Here we go, this'll do nicely. There's a Linda here who's, like, super good at a bunch of stuff. She can also be our new doctor. Spectacular. Alright, so after all of this, Lapland's going to be coming down. I don't know whether Lapland are hostile to Norway or not. No clue. Sweden's just, like, fleeing to the south and... Okay, who's currently got the king of... Oh, we've won. Right, well, that's good. So, okay, we've definitely won. I mean, we could... Do we need anything from him? Like, I'm not sure there's anything we could really get out of him that's worth it. Oh, he's not even my prisoner anyway. Okay, so we may as well just enforce my demand. So, I get this county. What does he get precisely? And there we go. May you live in harmony and contentment. Okay, that's surprisingly, you know, polite, which is good, and... This countess has a weak hook on me for some reason. Possibly because, it was due to them that I won the war. Got it. Oh, every faction member gets a hook on me. Oh, that's... Right, that'll be why they decided to do that then. Right, well, that was surprising. Wasn't expecting that, but I suppose it'll do. Okay, stop for a second. Stop. So, where's the king now? Because we still have a king, right? So what's he got? Okay, so he's just picked up a county down over here, but he's still got the duchy title. How do you still have the duchy title? Okay, you literally don't own this, and you're surprisingly chill with me. Okay, I'm going to ask you, politely, please, give me the cocking title. Okay, the troops can now settle down nicely. We can now turn our attention back to, yes, the war with Norway. By which I mean, like, you can turn your attention back to the war with Norway. Because I don't really care, to be honest, but good luck with that. But you see, this here, this is why we wanted Upland. Because, one, it generates huge amounts of money, which is great. Admittedly, control here is, like, 0, so it's not producing much right now, but, like, you know, we'll be able to take care of that. Oh wow, we're actually above our flipping holdings for the time being. Now, I'm pretty sure that doesn't matter for, like, a little bit of time, but I need the duchy before I can start, like, you know, giving anything away. Then again, I could just give away, you know, Finland, because it's kind of terrible. Right, tell my wife to go over to court politics. So now my diplomacy is 18. Your Majesty, please, for the love of God, you don't even own any of this anymore, alright? The de jure capital is going to remain the county of Upland. The question is whether that means he's going to be a dick about handing over the relevant duchy. I don't know whether he is or not. Okay, so as it stands right now, if I was just to drop dead tomorrow, so our land is going over to Adelvard. So is Upland, which is good, because that one's really, really powerful. So that's positive. Lindolf gets Sunderland. That's absolutely fine. Then the territory up here, that goes to John, and Finland goes to Stenar, which, honestly, I feel like you'd have a fun time over there. He's brave and vengeful and a berserker. He would have a lovely time leading, you know, a tribe. But at this time, Your Majesty, please, for the love of God, give me the damn duchy. Alright, you can have the kingdom, you can have this little bit of Sweden that somehow you manipulated somebody out of. That's fine, you can have it, I don't care. But, like, you have no right to this duchy anymore. You do not have the rights. I'm just going to hope and pray that he comes to his senses and just gives me the duchy. Because at this point he has literally no use for it whatsoever. He doesn't have use for it, but okay. We need to get this place sorted out. I'm not planning to go to war anytime soon, so the priority is, for the moment, Valdemar, I need you to get down on the ground and sort out Upland. So that should start going up very, very fast indeed at this point. Yep, with him present, that's going to be going up, what is that, like 15, 16, 17 a year. So within like 6 years or something thereabouts, that's going to be up to 100, which is spectacular. Also, yes, I probably picked up some more vassals. Who are now the important vassals? So we still know about Mayor What's-His-Face and... Okay, hang on. Where are the rest of the vassals? And, oh! Okay, hang on. Mayor Astrid, and... Why aren't these people... Should those people be... Wait, hang on, what? Ah, the church is officially leased to my, yes, Godi. So, he doesn't count, and the other person simply isn't important enough. She's not actually deemed to be important, so that's fine. But yes, the nice thing about controlling the capital of the Duchy, which we do, and the King's going to acknowledge it any flipping minute, is there's a special Duchy building. So these have massive realm-wide effects. So we got ourselves, yep, Military Academy. Why can't I build this, by the way? The Petty Kingdom of... Yeah, you literally can't build the Duchy building until you've got the Duchy. Fair enough, I suppose. So, Army Maintenance down, Knights up. Very, very nice indeed. Knight effectiveness, plus 25%. And because this is a building, it survives you. This is just permanent for the rest of the game, which is very, very cool indeed. I mean, siege weapon effectiveness, 20% for the rest of the game. That's lovely. Levy size, plus 20%. That's nice. Men-at-Arms maintenance down 6%, but mainly that's for cavalry. It's not so good. Yeah, then we could have archery grounds for another big increase in archery damage. Or just, you know, holding taxes plus 10%. Spectacular. All your holdings inside this duchy. Very, very nice indeed. A leisure palace. That sounds fun as well. Absolutely. And then royal reserves. So, yes, indeed. Beautiful, beautiful giant piles of money. And on top of that, special building. Because this here, if we just go over to our religion map for a second... This is a holy site. This is a holy site of my religion. One of, is it 5 or 6? 5 on this occasion. Some religions have like 6. I'm not sure whether anyone gets less than 5. And as a result, there is a special holy site slot. So for 1,000 gold, you can have yourself giant pile of levies, levy size in this county, taxes up, development up, piety up, renown up, knight effectiveness up, levy reinforcement rate up, growth factor up. It's a really powerful thing. I'm also going to try and befriend my lord, okay? We're just going to win him round as best we can. We're going to get him on side, and he's going to give me the damn duchy. Also, completely missed this one. So, Wales and now a bit of Ireland have attacked, yes, the Inner Hebrides, because they've decided they're going to be having that in a holy war, and honestly, I doubt you're going to stop them. Oh, Flip, he did it! He actually flipping did it! I've got it! I've got the duchy! Okay. Okay. No immediate effect. Oh, I've done it! I'm the Duke of Cocking Upland! Yes! Okay. Now that... Okay, you know what? You know what, my friend? You're getting yourself a brand new hat. And I don't mean a helmet. No. You're getting yourself a crown. Oh, look at that. Nothing too fancy. Nothing too fancy, but I think you've earned this. You have earned this right here. Also, I've got... Why do I have a claim over here? I don't know, but I do. Okay. Let's make sure we understand what this means here, because this is very important. So, now, obviously, the duchy goes over to Adalvar. He is also going to be getting the primary county of Auland, and he's going to be picking up, yeah, Finland goes over to Stena. He'll have a lovely time there. And John gets the territory up north there. That's fair enough. Meanwhile, yes, Lindolf gets the territory down to the south, but Upland itself stays in our possession. And, wait, what? No, it doesn't. Okay, Upland goes to Stena? That's not necessarily what I wanted. Okay, Upland shouldn't go to Stena. Upland probably shouldn't go to Stena, actually. Like, I feel like Upland should be our county right now, because the de jure capital is the county of Upland. So, do I need to formalise that? Do I need to declare this my capital? because I feel like we kind of need to, because this is too powerful to be allowed to just slip away. Yes, it's the county capital, but it's not the realm capital, because we started in Upland. And Upland will always have a special place in our heart. It will always be the spiritual centre of the empire. But, like, on the other hand, it's a tiny island with a tiny castle and then, like, one city that's also bordering Finland. So we need to make Upland our realm capital. Tragically as it is. Like, Upland will be right there. We will look out of our window, we will see Upland. It will always be the capital of our hearts. But in terms of, like, the Empire, no, it won't be. Okay, that's fixed that. So now, Adelvard is going to get, he's going to get the Duchy of Upland itself. Upland goes over to Stena. John gets Finland. I'm really sorry about that. Sorry, John, that didn't work in your favour. Not in the flipping slightest. Lindolf now goes north. Stena also gets Sunderland. And Upland, the capital, goes to, Adelvard himself, which is eminently reasonable. And one more thing, of course, which is right now we are officially the Duchy of Upland, which I consider unacceptable. So how about we just make one little change here. Now we are the Duke of Upland and nobody can criticise me because this is officially Upland. We're going to put an owl on the flag. I am now pronouncing it correctly. Now, I am still over my capacity for territory at the moment, so hang on, who's actually getting the terrible, terrible Finland? Right, that's going to John, is it? Right, John, how would you like to have that right now? Oh yeah, to be honest, I would wear a helmet, because they get a bit fighty over there. Fair enough, you just keep that. Ah, slight problem. He's naffed off to his wife's court, because she actually, yes, had a title, meaning I can't actually give him land anymore. It's not an option, so I mean, sorry, John, I was about to give you, well, to be honest, it's not really a present receiving Finland. It's more of a curse. Okay, Lindolf on the other hand. Lindolf, why are you engaged to this woman? There must have been a good reason once upon a time, but I can't figure out what it is now. So how about we just get rid of that? And then, my son, what we're going to do is we're going to let you hit 16, which you're going to do in a matter of months, and if you turn out remotely okay and seem to be, you know, going towards fighting, which I think you are, I'm pretty sure, yes, you've got a martial education, maybe you'll enjoy Finland. So we'll sort that out in just a second, once we keep an eye on, yes, what the bloody hell is going on down over here with Sweden and whatnot, and count fast. Okay, hang on, that's... You want to give me... I was already Chancellor, I thought, but okay, hang on, who did I just turn down? Okay, I just turned down an alliance with him, actually. That's probably a bad thing, but I've probably got enough troops, it's fine. Oh, over 2,000. Yep, it would appear that Sweden is just counter-attacking into Norway. So they're just sort of avoiding each other for now, though the Norwegians are slightly worryingly close to, you know, my territory. That reminds me, by the way, I should start investing, because if this is going to be the only county that Adelvard inherits, we need to make sure that, you know, he's actually got some troops in it. So, what's the best in terms of troops? Barracks, there we go. Get that underway. That's going to take some time to build. And in just a moment we should have, there it is. Okay, Lindolf. How did you actually show up there? So, yeah, add the stats on. I mean, honestly, he's a solid lad, really. He seems to be doing a good job. Right, let's get you a lovely wife, and then we're going to ship you off to Finland. Oh, all of a sudden, I have got so many more marriage options I didn't have before, because, yeah, actually, it turns out I'm a duke and very powerful, so everybody wants to marry into my line. Yeah, best option would be going back over to this guy, who I just broke an alliance with. But, like, you know, we can now have it back, but now he won't be marrying, like, a 37-year-old. Instead, he'll be marrying, yeah, he's going to wait till he's, like, 26. Then she'll come of age, and that will all be marvellous. And there we go. Brand new alliance right there. Spec-flippin-tacular. Though we also need to make sure... Yes, now my boy, you're off to Finland. Have fun. Because I kind of need to send someone over there. It may as well be one of mine. So yeah, he loves me because he has received a county. He might like it less when he actually, like, you know, sees it or whatever. And he becomes my vassal. Penalty for being above domain limit is reduced. And he is pretty good. So I don't mind him being on the council, to be honest. So off you flipping pop. Right, time for some shuffly roundy on the council. So Valdemar, you are spectacular, but you're not that much better than my son, and he loves me. So he is going on the council, spec-flippin-tacular. Spymaster gets to stay. This mayor is going to be replaced by a different mayor who's just, you know, slightly better. Because, yeah, George has been doing the job a long time. He seems to like me, so that's A-okay. Who else is left who would like to have a job? Because I can't but notice you don't consider yourself important anymore. So, I mean, I could just ignore both of them. I could just say, you know what, screw it, you're like unimportant vassals, and have my son and heir do it. You know what, screw it. That's what we're going to do. I don't care anymore. Oh, that's a much better council. That's a much, much better council. That is beautiful. And he's going to slowly start building up the vassal opinion a little bit, which is good, good, good. Barely even needed, to be honest, but I'm sure it's absolutely A-okay. Or he could get me a giant pile of prestige, which would be... I mean, that would get me up to, like, +4 prestige, which is quite a lot. Yeah, you know what? I'd rather have that. Move over to foreign affairs. You, much better at your job. You get me more taxes. Then again, you could also get... holding construction, development, building construction time. 16% isn't that much. I'd rather just have a tiny bit of extra money right there. You keep me safe. You are fine with me, which is spectacular. You keep working on development, and you just sort of... Actually, that's a good point. Do we need to do any converting, or... Oh, yes, we flipping do. It's going to take you 15 years. Right, get on with that, please. Alright, we want to have... Oh, look at that. Catholicism is falling apart locally. This is beautiful. This is just beautiful. We're actually making some progress here. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have made a very, very important step forward. We have finally locked down a good bit of territory. And because I've got a duchy, yeah, we're going to be in very good shape. We get to hold on to most of this land. And my family, hopefully, are all going to be best friends. But Count Olaf, sorry, Duke Olaf, is now 58. Regardless of what we do next, it's only a matter of time until Adelvard takes the reins. And when that happens, what are our priorities at this point? Because, yes, now that we've actually got 2,000 troops, Denmark is looking flimsy to me. We could actually start raiding Denmark directly. There's a brand new piggy bank. The bigger problem, however, is, yeah, the Norwegian question. Sweden is coming along nicely, but we are surrounded by Catholic powers. Now, Denmark's got problems to the south, so I'm not too worried about them. But Norway, yeah, me and Lapland need to find a solution to the Norwegian problem. Either conquering it or bringing it round to our way of thinking. So, yes, we're going to need to figure out how to do that. And, of course, we need to figure out how we're going to get onto the throne of Sweden, because the Duchy of Upland, that's a good place to build our power from, but sooner or later, we're going to be wanting this kingdom for ourselves, and right now it is... Oh, it's... Okay, the kid is still potentially going to be a problem. I would really like you to have, you know, a son, please. Then again, look the flip at this. I actually get 26 votes. I get so many votes. I've got, like, the most powerful vote in... Wow. Okay, my vote flipping counts, so actually, no, not this kid. Instead, I'm going to move my vote to here, and that makes him a lot more powerful. Not enough to take over, but wow, okay. The Auland vote is now pretty much the most powerful one going. This is interesting, and more importantly, yeah, the candidates aren't just family. The candidates are claimants. if I could just get myself a claim, I don't necessarily even need to push it. I just need to be eligible. And then I might be able to, you know, schmooze my way to a little victory. Just walk into the throne room, take it for myself. But yes, as I say, slight issues. Slight issues with Norway that we need to keep our eyes on going forward. So, how will the Norwegian war end? How will I become king? And what are we going to do with the Norway problem in the long run? Lots of questions coming up very, very soon indeed. But in the meantime, I'm Bit John. This has been many a true nerd, and this has been Crusader Kings 3. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
This guy's enjoying that. This guy's enjoying his elephant a bit too much.
Oh my god.
In fair Verona, we set our scene. Oh my god, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big.
They've managed to glitch inside one of the buildings. Elephants in the rear! And then in come the chariot!